Let f of t equals 7 times e to the 3t power plus 1. Which of the following numbers is closest to the value of f of 5? Okay, this looks like it's kind of freaky and intimidating, but this is just saying, hey, take this equation and plug 5 in for t. There might still be some things we're curious about, but this is what it boils down to. 7 times e raised to the 3 times 5 power plus 1. Now the question is, what in the world is e? E is the natural log, or the base of the natural log. So it's a constant, in the same way that pi is a constant. And if you haven't encountered it yet, that's okay. Your calculator knows about it, and here's how your calculator can find it. You're going to hit the second key and then the natural log key, or the ln key. And when you do, most of the time, what you're going to see is e, and then it'll immediately have a little place for you to put a power. So perhaps your calculator is different, but most of them, if you hit second natural log, it'll pop up with e and already raised to a power, because most of the time when we use natural log, we're raising stuff to a power. Like this instance here, we have e, but we're not concerned with e as itself. We want to raise e to the 3 times 5 power. So that's it. We're going to drive our calculator now. There's no manipulation we need to do. We can just type in 7 times e, 7 times second natural log, and then it's to the 3 times 5 power. And then I'm getting out of that power, and I'm adding plus 1, and I'm going to get this monstrous number, 2288, 3122.61, which, spoiler alert, if you look over here at your possible solutions, none of those look even remotely like what your calculator says. So now the next thing we need to do is remember how to use scientific notation. So notice all these numbers, A through D, all these solutions, A through D, are written in scientific notation. They're all times 10 raised to some power, every single one of them. So what we're going to do is take this decimal point and just move it to the left until we get to just one number, like one number to the left of the decimal point. So I'm going to stop now. I've got 2.2. If I stopped there, I would have 2.28, blah, 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 more, 8, 3, and all that goes. And then it's going to be times 10 to some power, and I'm going to count how many times I hop. I hop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, 10 to the 7th. I moved this decimal point to the left, so that is a positive number. That's just the way that scientific notation works. So my answer is about 2.3 times 10 to the 7th power, which again is not one of the solutions, except that 2.3 is a lot closer to C than it is to D. So my answer is C. We covered a lot of material here. We covered plugging in numbers into a function. We covered a little bit about E. We have to know something about scientific notation. So a lot of stuff going on here, but our answer is C. Nicely done.